Welcome to Medley's Murder, Mayhem, Monster Trucks, and melodious music. Craig Ventresco and I play every day except Friday. Usually we're at 8 p.m. On Sundays we play at noon instead of 8. Tomorrow morning we'll play at noon. That was good. I like this song. That's why I'm lonely. Right. I thought that was that lyric. Verse. When I'm sleeping and I should be creeping in bed, if you are peeping, you'll find out I'm weeping instead. My loving daddy left his baby again, said he'd come back, but he forgot to say when. Night after night I'm crying, Daddy, won't you please come home? Daddy, won't you please come home? That's why I'm lonely. Is that a mosquito? No one could fill your Morris chair. Home isn't home when you're not there. No need to knock, the door is open for you. Dear Daddy, even the clock is ticking. Daddy, won't you please come home? Daddy, why you've been away so very long? There's lots of other new sheiks who'd like to be sheiking. I haven't slipped yet, but I'm liable to weekend. Daddy, won't you please come home? Daddy, won't you please come home? Daddy, won't you please come home? That's why I'm lonely. No one can fill your vacant chair. Home isn't home when you're not there. And no need to knock, the door is open for you, dear Daddy. Even the clock keeps ticking. Daddy, won't you please come home? Daddy, you have been away so very long. There's lots of other new sheiks who would like to be sheikin'. I haven't slaved yet, but I'm liable to weaken. Daddy, won't you please come home? All right, that's called Daddy, Won't You Please Come Home.
That was The College Rag by Ollie Oakley.
Nice.
Speaking of Oakley, we're playing a concert in Oakley, California, named after Ollie Oakley, the great banjoist.
Really?
Uh huh. And that's next Sunday, week from tomorrow. If anybody's interested, you can contact us and we'll forward you the details. Yeah, it's just a town over from Osman. That's another town around there, and Van Epps. All the towns around there are named for banjoists.
That's really cool.
Uh-huh.
Outside the bright, jeez. Outside the bright sun is shining. Outside the red rose is blue. Inside my poor heart is pining. Inside there's nothing but glue. I knew I'd miss your smile, I'd miss your kisses for a while, but ever knew that I'd be oh so blue. I knew that summer nights would never hold the same delights, but never knew that I'd be oh so blue. Are you sleeping and waking? My poor heart is aching. You know, dear, it's breaking for you. I'll be in heaven when I hold you in my arms again, but until then, I'll just be oh so blue. Outside the bright sun is shining. Inside the red rose is blue. Inside my poor heart is hiding. Inside there's nothing but blue. I knew I'd miss your smile, I'd miss your kisses for a while, but never knew that I'd be oh so blue. I knew that summer nights would never hold the same delights, but never knew that I'd be oh so blue. While sleeping and waking, my poor heart is aching. You know, dear, it's breaking for you. I'll be in heaven when I hold you in my arms again, but until then, I'll just be oh so blue. Most every night I go strolling down through the old lover's lane. One thought is sometimes consoling. Maybe we'll stroll there again. I knew I'd miss your smile, I'd miss your kisses for a while, but never knew that I'd be oh so blue. I knew that summer nights would never hold the same delights, but never knew that I'd be oh so blue. While sleeping and waking, my poor heart is aching. You know, dear, it's breaking for you. I'll be in heaven when I'll hold you in my arms again, and until then, I'll just be oh so blue. That's called So Blue.
Tired?
I'm really tired, there somebody was like pounding on something this morning. There's a variety of activities that people in the neighborhood engage in outside our window. There are scraping activities, pounding activities, vibrating activities, that basically covers it. Rumbling activities.
Don't bring a frown to old Broadway. You got a clown on Broadway. Your troubles there are out of style. 'Cause every time I look over at you, you're yawning. It's throwing me
I
off.
can't
I'm
help
sorry.
that. It's
I
a
know.
reflex. I can't.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. I
You
can't
look-
help that. It's also.
Sorry, I lost my.
I'm sorry.
You know, you're
I
good.
really
I'm
can't.
so
I don't know how to control it. I
You
can't
don't have to
deliberately
control it. It just threw me
hyperventilate.
off. Yeah, do that actually. Hyperventilate. That's good.
I can make sure I breathe enough.
No, don't do that actually.
I can't control it. It's just a reflex.
A frown to old Broadway. You got a clown on old Broadway. Your troubles there are out of style, 'cause Broadway always wears a smile. A million lights, they flicker there. A million hearts beat quicker there. No skies of gray on the great white way. That's the Broadway melody. Don't bring a frown to old Broadway. You got a clown on old Broadway. Your troubles there are out of style, 'cause Broadway always wears a smile. A million lights, they flicker there. A million hearts beat quicker there. No skies of gray on the great white way. That's the Broadway melody. Patterned you, and when she was done, you were all the sweet things rolled into one. You're like a plaintive melody that never lets me be. I'm content that the angels must have sent you, and they made you just for me. pattern you, and when she was done, you were all the sweet things rolled into one. You're like a plaintive melody that never lets me be. I'm content that the angels must have sent you, and they made you just for me. So don't bring a frown to old Broadway. You got a clown on old Broadway. Your trouble's there, they're not a style, cause Broadway always wears a smile. A million lights, they flicker there. Why, a million folks drink liquor there. No skies of gray on the gay white way. That's the Broadway melody. Let's play one more time. Hearts beat quicker there. A million hearts beat quicker there. No skies of gray on the gay white way. That's the Broadway melody. That goes out to Harrison, the Broadway melody medley.
Grooming is one of our core values. Good grooming is one of our core values here at the network. And Craig and I groom ourselves meticulously. We groom each other too. Just like, you know, all the primates. I often wonder when we've said goodbye, why we've said goodbye when sunshine is night. I often wonder and sigh now and then, till we meet again. I'm wondering when. I've grown so lonesome, thinking of you, thinking of you. All by my own son, thinking of you, thinking of you. When you were mine, dear, the world was mine, dear, and the skies were blue. I've grown so lonesome, thinking of you. I can't forget when we whispered goodbye. I just had to sigh, and you know just why. I'll always love you as long as I live. I hope you'll forget, hope you'll forgive. I've grown so lonesome, thinking of you, thinking of you. All by my own son, thinking of you, thinking of you. When you were mine, dear, the world was mine, dear, and the skies were blue. I've grown so lonesome, thinking of you. got a groomer monkey, your viewership would go up tenfold. Interesting. That's our image
Sounds like we're
consultant.
getting a groomer monkey.
Our image consultant suggested we visit a groomer monkey before the show.
Our image consultant was another groomer monkey. I think he was just referring some relative of his.
You know, I think they get cut for their referrals.
I've heard a story and it opened my eyes, all about monkeys and trees. Somebody told me that our ancestors were chimpanzees. Old Mr. Darwin said we came from a monk. Darwin surely knew. Well, I've been a pondering and thinking and wondering. I guess it's true that there is just a little bit of monkey, a little monkey in us all. We eat peanuts and bite our nails. I know a lot of men who carry tails. Every married man is like a monkey because he's always up a tree. I met a gal and as soon as I found her, I kinda wanted to monkey round her. Can't you see there's just a little bit of monkey still left in you and me? Think of the salesman when he's selling the goods. Think of the movements he makes. Think of the acrobats in the circus and what steps he takes. Why, think of the people on the old cable car when they're grabbing for a strap. Why, all through mystery, it's been through history, there ain't no perhaps. Play a little monkey in us all. Old man Darwin, he was surely right. A gal made a monkey out of me last night. Lovers often call each other monkey, and there's a reason, don't you see? The married men, well, you have to train them. Why, they won't stay home unless you chain them. Don't you see that there's a little bit of monkey still left in you and me? Lovers often call each other monkey, and there's a reason, can't you see? Why, I lost my gal and I cannot find her. She ran away with an organ grinder. Can't you see that there's a little bit of monkey still left in you and me? That's the truth. There's just a little bit of monkey left.
That was great. That energized me. That made me so happy.
Oh, we should have done that first.
I love that
song. Also, we should tell people that we're playing tomorrow at noon instead of 8.
Which is true. We should.
We're playing tomorrow at noon our time instead of 8.
Nice work. Yeah.
I can't really see all the comments that you guys are leaving, but I will read through them. And so thank you for leaving them.
Someone to watch over me. There's a saying old says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and you shall find. So I'm looking for a certain lad. big affair I cannot forget. Only man I ever think of with regret. And yet I like to add his initials to my monogram. Tell me, where is the shepherd for this lost lamb? There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who'll watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'll watch over me. Though I hear the men some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he'll carry the key. Want to tell him all my love I will save. I'll be his slave. Oh, how I crave someone who'll watch over me. There's a saying old says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and you shall find. So I'm looking for a certain lad I've had in mind. Looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's the big affair I cannot forget. Only man I ever think of with regret. And yet I'd like to add his initials to my monogram. Tell me, where is the shepherd for this lost lamb? There's somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who'll watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'll watch over me. Although he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he'll carry the key. Want to tell him all my love I will save. I'll be his slave. Oh, how I crave someone who'll watch over me.
Yay, that was beautiful, Mary.
Thank you.
The Hatchet Head Blues.
Half of Craig's mouth is smiling. Well, what's the other half doing?
Hi, Bunny.
He's like the
The other half's trying to think of what I'm doing.
Commedia dell'arte masks.
It's true.
The sweethearts courted happily for quite a while, the simple life of country folk. When the lad was clearly he must go away, her lip heart with grief most broke. Dear, he said, you know I love you best of all, but honey, I must go away. Just as he turned to go, it grieved the girlie, so these words he heard her say. Some of these days, you're going to miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're going to feel so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you'll miss my kissing, you'll miss me, honey, when you go away. I feel so lonely, just for you only, 'cause you know, honey, you had your way. And when you leave me, I know it will grieve me. I'll miss my little honey. Yes, some of these days, some of these days, you'll feel so lonely. Some of these days, you'll feel so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you'll miss my kissing, you'll miss me, honey, when you go away. I feel so lonely, just for you only, 'cause you know, honey, you had your way. And when you leave me, I know it will grieve me. I'll miss my little honey some of these days. That's right. It's time. It's 8:46. We're so happy that you have joined us.
Good night, you guys. We'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow. Theoretically, and
At noon. Tomorrow is a maybe show. All the Sunday shows are maybe. We usually can do them. We can't always do them because sometimes our neighbors like keep us awake and everything. But we will probably do it tomorrow. Sorry, that was really lame. That sounded really lame. What I meant is we do the Sunday show when we can, which is almost every Sunday. It's most of the time. For all intents and purposes, we will be there tomorrow. And we love you very much. Thank you so much for your support.
Because I love it, love it. Goodness, how I love it. It's a swinging tune that got me ringing. It's the most persuading musical strain. Professor, please play it again. Come on and rag it. Get your shoes in motion, 'cause I'm floating on a ragtime ocean. I could dance with you and never get through. because I love it most as much as I love you. Hear the band a-playing at the Bon-Ton Ball. See those couples swaying up and down the hall. Indiana Lincoln tells her partner, I've been thinking, honey, ain't that some band? That rag is grand, I could keep on gliding till I'm about to drop. Oh Lord, why they're going to stop? Tell all the boys to make some noise, just play it some more. 'Cause music, man, if you can, I wanna hear one more encore, because I love it, goodness how I love it, such a swinging, clinging, a tune that got me ringing. It's a most persuading musical strain. Professor, please, play it again. Come on and rag it, drag it, get your shoes in motion, 'cause I'm floating on a raggy ocean. I could dance and dance with you and never get through, because I love it most as much as I love you. Goodness, ain't it great to glide away with you? I never been to heaven, hun, but this will do. Ain't that tune a beauty cutie, just as sweet as Tutti Frutti? Keep winging, babe, keep swinging, babe. When I marry, they must play this tune while I am marching down the aisle. I want you to know that I love it so. When you dance, it's so sweet. Why, I'd be glad if I had just 10 more pairs of feet, because I love it, goodness how I love it. It's a swinging, clinging tune that got me winging. It's a most persuading musical strain. Professor, please, play it again. Come on and rag it, and get your shoes in motion, 'cause I'm floating on a raggy ocean. I could dance and dance with you and never get through, because I love it most as much as I love you. Professor, please, play it again. Come on and rag it, drag it, and get your feet in motion, 'cause I'm floating on a ragtime ocean. I could dance and dance with you and never get through, because I love it most as much as I love you.